It's that time again, time for my monthly blog. And as you may know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I want to talk about something that relates to our mental health that I know all too well and that maybe you do too: mental spiraling thoughts. You know what I mean? Those like anxious loops of thoughts that just seem to play on repeat in your mind, and they just keep pulling you further and further and further away from the present moment. I know for years for me, I thought that these were a productive use of my time. Thinking about our education system and work, we really prioritize thought. We're told that thought is incredibly important. And maybe if we think long enough, we can solve all of our problems. Wouldn't that be great? Or we can prevent the worst case situations from happening. Never seems to happen. Or maybe we can just feel more in control in a world where things feel pretty chaotic. But I know for me, the realization, the truth that overthinking doesn't ever help is really freeing. It's helpful to remember that actually the process of overthinking is what makes things harder. I know for me, when I'm in an overthinking spiral, that's what's keeping me stuck. That's what's keeping me overwhelmed. That's what's keeping me disconnected from the joy and the peace that are actually available to me in my life right here, right now. So, in this month's blog, I am sharing how to stop spiraling thoughts. And I'm starting the blog, and I'm going to share this in this video too, how to even notice that you're in a thought spiral, because sometimes we just get stuck in our thoughts surround us constantly, that sometimes we forget that they are deeply affecting how we feel and how we're relating to our life in the present moment. It's like sometimes our thoughts are like the air we breathe. It's so all around us that we forget it's there, but it has such an intense implication on how we're acting in our life and how we're feeling moment to moment. So I'm going to go through some of the signs that I recognize in myself that tell me I'm probably stuck in a thought spiral. These are the things that help me recognize these thought spirals and loops, and then how to maybe get out of them. So, these thought spirals can really sneak up on us. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm in one for a couple hours. Now, this has improved over time. I know in the past, this would really go on for hours and hours. Now I'm able to catch myself a lot quicker, catch myself in like a loop of replaying a conversation I had 2 hours or 2 days or 2 years ago, right? Or maybe worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet. So over the years, I've learned to recognize these signs in myself. Maybe these signs will help you recognize your own thought spirals. First, overall, I just feel distracted and unfocused. I just feel like chaotic in my mind. Like I can't be in one place because my mind's all over the place. There's usually a lack of gratitude and joy in my day when I'm mentally spiraling because I'm not here to even notice the good things. I'm just caught up in these loops in my head. I know when I'm in a mental loop, a mental spiral, my body often feels tense because it's like accumulating all this stress and tension. I often, if I can catch myself replaying conversations, replaying disagreements or arguments or moments over and over in my head like a broken record. Another thing is if I'm reading or if I'm watching television or a movie, I notice I have to either rewind or go back a page because I just wasn't paying enough attention to know what's happening in the storyline. It's actually really embarrassing to like say to my husband, like, can you rewind it? I was totally, or he'll ask me a question about the show. And then I'm like, I don't know. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. Or another one is just feeling not present with the people that I love, the people that I care about, the people who I want to be here with. I just don't feel present with them. Sleep, if my sleep is a struggle, I know that usually it's because my mind is not turning off those thought loops. It's another big sign I'm caught in a mental spiral. And then sometimes it even affects my appetite. Sometimes I crave maybe comfort foods if my mind is an uncomfortable place to be. Or sometimes my appetite kind of just shuts down if I'm feeling anxious with all these these thoughts, right? So maybe some of those signs will help you know when you're overthinking. You can watch out for them. You can click the link below to read the full blog, where then I go into 4 different things you can do to interrupt those thought spirals when you notice you're having them. Enjoy this month's blog.